Hello everybody, I'm Kat. I'm recording this for Outside Live's No Planet B group, and today I am joined by the wonderful Ellie, and she is going to talk to us a little bit about another option that we can consider when we're looking at sort of beauty and cosmetics and things like that. So just as a reminder, No Planet B is all about how we could make some better choices, maybe switch up some of our choices to have less of a harmful impact on our environment. So that's what it's all about. And Ellie and I, just to tell you how I know Ellie and I went to school together, which we think was about 5 years ago, wasn't it,
That's
Ellie?
absolutely right, yeah.
Yeah, about 5 years ago we went to school. We've had a hard life since then. So, Ellie, could you tell us a bit about you and also how you got connected with Arbonne?
Yeah, great. So thank you so much, first of all, for inviting me along this evening. So yeah, I'm Ellie. I live down in Dunstable with my husband, and I actually work in corporate. So I actually have a corporate background. I'm a marketing manager. I've been a marketing manager for basically forever, it would seem. But I've worked for big IT companies, the likes of Microsoft, Vodafone, so big name companies. And I absolutely love what I do with marketing. I became actually aware of Arbonne International about 2.5 years ago through a friend of mine who I worked with at Vodafone. And she introduced me because I'm really all about trying to live a sort of sustainable life and do good for the planet, good for myself. I try to think of every aspect that I can always try to make a good footprint, if you like. I'm also vegan, and I'm also all about like cruelty-free products. So my friend Amy introduced me to Arbonne because she'd actually started a business with Arbonne, and so she asked me if I'd test some of the products for her, because they are, and I'll tell you about products in a moment, but they're right up my street. I'll be honest, I wasn't actually that interested. I was a bit like, what is this? Like, is it some scam or something? But I said to her, you know what, I'll try out the products, do a little testimonial, and within a week I was absolutely hooked. I absolutely loved the products. They made my skin feel amazing. I use the RE9 Advanced range, which is their sort of their flagship skincare range. And so I actually started, what I did was I stopped buying the products I was buying from the shops. And to be honest, Kat, I was really struggling because I was really looking for products all the time that were cruelty-free, had never tested on animals, vegan. I didn't want to have like loads of chemicals in them. And I was having to like really like read the back of them and then go, oh, that's cruelty-free. Actually, no, the parent company isn't cruelty-free. So it was a bit of a faff, actually. So what I love about Arbonne is they're 40 years old, and from the very start, they've always been cruelty-free. They don't sell into China for that reason. They are vegan. They don't use gluten either, which I know for some people is a big thing. And they banned over 2,000 chemicals and ingredients that aren't good for your skin either. So they're all botanically based. So from that, I basically swapped everything out and started using it. And then I found that I was recommending the products. And that was when I thought, do you know what? I really want to share this with people. So I actually became a consultant myself. So it was about 2 years ago.
Fab, thank you. And you talked a little bit there about how important sort of Arbonne's ethics are, and that's guided your sort of choice to choose them. Could you just talk a little bit more about, I think you mentioned in a post that I saw recently that they've just been granted some level of recognition for that?
Yeah, so funny enough, actually pretty much on their 40th birthday, if you like, they were certified B Corporation. So that actually is huge. A lot of people don't understand what B Corporation is. It's really difficult to get. They have to go through a lot of scrutiny. To become a B Corporation, you have to go through a lot of scrutiny, a lot of like checks, audits, etc. In the whole world, there's about 3,500 companies that have this B Corporation certification, and Arbonne are in the top 25. What it actually means is Arbonne put the planet, the environment and people over and above profit. So everything that they do, so they use sustainable products or ingredients. They are carbon neutral. They've recently partnered with TerraCycle. So we've got Arbonne Cycle, which so partner with TerraCycle. So it's all about like recycling things that are actually quite difficult to recycle. You'll find that a lot of their packaging, even though some of it's still plastic, is recycled plastic, and they're moving away from that. So they're using glass or other alternative types of packaging. They're all about putting the people first as well, so helping people flourish. It's all about like having good ingredients that work with you, are good for you, don't harm you. And yeah, so they got this B Corporation certificate, and I'm so proud of that, because for me, like, there's huge big names out there that we all know that don't have that. So they were a pioneer 40 years ago by never testing on animals, and I just see this as a company that are forward thinking and always like ahead of the curve in things that now people are really looking at.
Fantastic. So thanks, Ellie. Could you talk us a little bit about the products that you know, the ones that you really love and that you think are brilliant that you would recommend?
Yeah, certainly. So there's over 500, by the way.
So there's a few.
There's a lot. But basically, it's all in consumable products that Arbonne have. So things that you'd use day to day. So if you take a shower, you wash your hair, you brush your teeth. But they've also got a nutrition range. Their nutrition range is absolutely massive. It's all been derived from plants, as I said, but science, like a lot of science behind it, so it all works. They've got skincare, makeup, men's, even stuff for babies and like young children. And what I love about all the products is they, like I said, they've banned over 2,000 chemicals and ingredients, so you know what you're putting on your skin or into yourself is safe. When you asked me this question, I was a bit like, oh my god, I love so much. But I think the key ones for me is, first of all, the RE9, sorry, James is you can hear James in the background, apologies. The RE9 Advanced range, that's their flagship range for skincare. It's the range that introduced me to Arbonne. When I started using it, after about a couple of months, I had people ask me if I had dermabrasion done, because my skin just looked fresher. I used to suffer really from quite big pores, always looked greasy, it looked dull. Dull and greasy can go together. So that massively helped my skin, and I used to have big lines here. They've all kind of gone, so I'm like, that's brilliant for their healthy aging. So I'm a biggest fan of their skincare. You might see that sometimes I do like Instagram posts and Facebook posts. I'm always talking about their greens balance. So I've got a few bits here. So just quickly, that's their RE9 range. I just thought you could see it. That's one of them. You get lots of stuff like moisturizers and toners and eye creams. This is their greens balance, and I absolutely love this, because for me, although you know, again, I like to, you know, I eat healthy anyway, but sometimes my life is so busy that sometimes I'll just shove chips in the oven. Now, I'm not saying to anybody to do that every day, because it's not good, it's not healthy, right? But I have these in a little drink every day, and it's just shy of 40 fruit and veg in one scoop, so you get absolutely everything. And I absolutely love this. People say it looks like pond water. It does a little bit, but I actually quite like the taste. I might put a fizz stick in there. Fizz stick is like our energy drink that we have full of B12, which actually, being vegan, I need my B12, so it's a really good way of getting that. So that's another fave of mine.
Yeah, I have to say I have had the greens balance, because I've done the 30-day.
Yeah.
And which is if anybody's out there and suffering from, I did it because I have really bad indigestion and heartburn, and I take tablets for it all the time. And I've done the 30-day challenge now with Ellie twice, and what I find is it sort of resets me, and my heartburn sort of is reduced by sort of 90%. And then I'll have about 3 months of then just eating normally, and it'll slowly get worse and worse again. And then I'll do the 30-day. But I have tried the greens balance. What I would say is I'm not as keen as it is as you are in having it straight. You are hardcore. But putting it in a smoothie or something like that, you don't even know it's there. And I found it a really good thing to have.
Yeah. I absolutely love it. And do you know what, for me as well, I put it down to this, because I've done the 30 days quite a few times. One of the things you say, absolutely right, it resets you. It's not a weight loss program. It's all about education of your gut and having good gut health, because I didn't realize actually that so much stuff happens in your gut, and it can, like, your overall health and your skin. So when I've done the 30 days a few times, my skin actually looks quite glowy, like my makeup and everything sits a lot nicer as well. So I'm the biggest fan of this. But yeah, I love the greens. I'll just, as you say, I'll just neck it. Like a shot. And then I've got so many products, but the other one as well is I absolutely love is the mascara. I absolutely love this mascara. I've got it on now, but that's just one layer. But this is like, the only way I can describe it is, if you love falsies, or like that thick look, literally a couple layers of this. And I have, if I'm going out, people say to me, oh my God, your eyes just look amazing. This mascara is a game changer. So, you know that question, like, if you were going to be stuck on a desert island and you could take one thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, James.
No, I have to say, actually, I read in a magazine, it got voted, they were doing like the countdown of the 50 best products that you can buy, and I know Arbonne's mascara, I think, came in second or third, and the other two were, like, I mean, totally out of budget, ridiculous, but Arbonne's was in there, and then the rest of I think the top 10 were again where you're paying £50 for a mascara, which is sort of crazy. So I know it's got a really good feedback, and I bought one when my previous mascara ran out. I bought one, and I would second you on it. I think it's a really great product. So yeah.
I'll see you on that desert island then with our mascara.
Yes, we'll be able to share.
No, definitely. I mean, and funny enough, Forbes magazine have just highlighted Arbonne again in the last month as well, because of how good their products actually are. And the thing about me though, Kat, is I won't get behind something unless I really believe in it. I have to believe in something 110%, otherwise it's just no go. So when I was introduced to these products, and then I realised how good they were, but also for me, Peter Moore, who founded Arbonne 40 years ago, he was all about helping people to grow and be able to build a business if they wanted to with these products. And it was all, like I said, vegan and cruelty free. I was just like, this for me, and now the B Corporation, it just ticks every single box. So yeah, you can't find them in the shop, so you can only buy them online. So don't be looking at some boots, you won't find them there.
So that was my next question. How do people, you know, if people are watching this and they think, I'd like to see what the products are, I'd like to, you know, find out a little bit more about it, how do they go about doing that?
Yeah, so you, like I said, you can only buy these products through a consultant like myself, or somebody else you might know that's an Arbonne consultant. So I have actually got my own website, which I'm happy to share with you.
Yeah, perfect.
Pop it up. But the reason that actually they're not in the shops is, so what I didn't say is before, the thing about Arbonne is they put a hell of a lot of money into research and clinical tests. And they are always reformulating. So what you get is the very, very best, because that's what they stand by. So you know that actually it's going to work for you. What they don't do is pay famous people to, like Beyonce or whoever, to promote and be an advocate for these products. And if you think about it, famous people cost millions and millions of pounds, right, just to advertise. So Arbonne don't do any of that. And it also costs a lot of money for it to go through a traditional retail model. So by the time you get your product at the end, actually it's had to pay for a lot of that process beforehand. So what you actually get might not actually be as good, like the quality of the ingredient won't be as good. Because Arbonne strip all of that out. Instead of paying somebody famous, they actually pay consultants like myself. But I only get paid when people buy the product. I don't get paid when somebody signs up as a client or signs up to join my team. I only get paid when product is sold. But it's basically Arbonne's way of saying thank you very much, here's commission, which is fantastic. So, and that also means that the ingredients are, I mean, if you think that what we said, they're premium quality ingredients. So if you think, like, if you went to London, went to Harrods and you bought, I don't know, a cream in there and it was a good few £100, it's expensive, right? That's the quality of our product, but actually stripped out all the middle bits, so it's actually a lot more affordable. So
yeah,
another reason why I'm a huge fan, because I'm like, thank you very much.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's how it works. So yeah, you can buy through my shop, or I say shop, it's on online. Arbonne have given me my own webpage. They've done everything for me, and then if you want to buy anything, you just go online on my page, order it, and Arbonne will ship straight to your door. I don't even see any of that. They do everything for me, so it's just and it takes a couple of days. So
Yeah.
even with COVID, it hasn't been too much of a nightmare waiting for products, so it's good.
Good, great. Well, thank you very much. Is there anything else that you want to mention?
Oh, with Arbonne or just me?
Yeah. Well, share away.
Oh no, I think that's it really. I mean, the only thing, like I said, the other thing is just out of interest, if anybody is interested to try these products, we also offer 45 days returns. So even if you buy the products, try them and you don't like them, you can actually send them back and Arbonne will give you a full refund, which I kind of think, wow, I actually don't know any other company that does that, especially if it's like mascaras you're using or a lip gloss or whatever. So I absolutely love that, because for me that's like a safety net, and Arbonne are all very much about making sure that their customers are happy. A big tick. So yeah,
fantastic. Well, thank you very much for inputting into the Outside Lives No Planet B group. So just to clarify, if you have a look at the bottom of this video, we're going to put Ellie's email, Ellie's web address there, so that if you do want to buy any of these products, you can just click on there, go online, see if you can find it, and away we go. So thank you very much, Ellie. That was absolutely brilliant, and lovely to see you after the 20 I mean 5 years. It's been
5 years, that's right.
Caught up with each other.
Thank you so much.
Oh no, it's been fabulous. So thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.